Welcome back to Newsstand. I can't get down from here. It's scary. This week, CBS's editor-in-chief, Barry Weiss, polled a segment from 60 Minutes about deportees' experience at the notoriously inhumane El Salvador prison, CCOT. The segment was polled pretty last minute before it was set to air in the US, but it still aired accidentally in Canada. Whoopsie. This reminds me of our joke from early November. NBC's Stumble is a cheerleading mockumentary, but CBS's Stumble was trusting Barry Weiss to do journalism. I called it. And by I called it, I mean John Oliver called it. And really everyone saw this coming. Oh man, she just sucks. Larry and David Ellison suck too. In his effort to put Christ back in Christmas, to put the Crusades back in Christmas, the president attacked ISIS-linked targets in Nigeria in retaliation for the killings of Christians. The president posted, "May God bless our military and Merry Christmas to all, including the dead terrorists." Now, every president has at least kinda sucked, but they weren't always just blatant psychopaths. Could you imagine if Obama drone-striked another wedding and then just tweeted out, "Best wishes from me and Michelle to the happy couple. Have a spectacular honeymoon." Sorry, I can only do JFK, but the K stands for kinda. One positive thing for Kennedy, in my 1 minute of Wikipedia research, is that he had decent policy and advocacy for African nations' independence from their colonizers. So speaking of white people not leaving African nations alone, with a new law, legislators in Algeria declared France's colonization from 1830 to 1962 a crime and called for restitution. Now, I don't know a lot about global politics, but I'm with Algeria on this one, unless someone learns me something new. Remember, I'm not a journalist. I'm a Dumbo on a desk, surrounded by monsters. It's kind of comforting in its own way, you know? I'm not alone. In the meantime, I'm taking these stories as an opportunity to make sure I can find these African countries on a map. Now, when I guessed earlier today, I did get Algeria correct, thank you Albert Camus, but I did not get Nigeria correct. Now, here's an easy one. Where's Madagascar? No fucking way. Back home, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of blocking the National Guard's deployment in Illinois. They said the government has failed to identify a source of authority that would allow the military to execute the laws in Illinois. It's just a bummer that for the Supreme Court, the law takes so long to arrive at what we all already agreed upon. Like tomorrow, they're probably gonna announce like, White Lotus Season 3 is kinda boring. And we'll be like, yeah, Queen, we knew. Where you been? Of course I'm not blaming Walton Goggins. Have some faith in me, desk monsters. We here at Newsstand love the GOG. The GOG.
The GOG.
The Justice Department didn't follow the law to release all their Epstein files in 30 days or provide a searchable way to look through the ones they did release. And they seem to have redacted the names of potential co-conspirators, which they weren't supposed to do, and a bunch of stuff they were supposed to redact, like victims' names, was easily unredacted by copying and pasting in another document app. They also removed some documents from the website, so it's fun that they're just allowed to do that. And one document contains the story of a victim, trigger warning, who said the current president raped her when she was 13, and the current president was present when her uncle killed her newborn baby and threw it in Lake Michigan. The victim was later found dead from a gunshot. Now, just to be safe, allegedly, just for everything I just said, and also just to be safe, I have no plans to kill myself anytime soon. You never know who's watching or listening. The DOJ says it needs a few more weeks to release the rest of the files, and yet they call themselves good Christians. It took Jesus 3 days to quite literally rise from the dead. Get your act together, people. What would Jesus do? He'd get it done in 3 days, Sheila. I don't know who Sheila is. I'm sure she's doing a great job. And on the one hand, yes, of course, release all of the files. But on the other hand, what else do we need to find out for it to be enough? Now, here's some more lighthearted news. There was a muddy eruption at Yellowstone's Black Diamond Pool in the Biscuit Basin between Old Faithful and Grand Prismatic. If nothing else, the national parks need to keep their funding so they can give the guy who names all these places a raise. He's killing it. Hey Ron, I don't know what a bison is, so I don't know, what should we name this thing? I'll tell you what we're gonna name that fucking bison. That right there? That's the Biscuit Bison. The acting ICE director, Todd Lyons, said he wants to get better at treating the, lawless deportations as if it's a business. Quote, like Amazon Prime, but with human beings. Imagine saying this and then going to get, like, a sandwich. The only way you'd feel normal is if you ordered puppies on rye. Lighthearted news, lighthearted. Here we go. This year, Christian pop music grew in mainstream popularity thanks to artists with fun names like Brandon Lake and Forrest Frank. I did not make those up. You know, I noticed things were getting more Christian when I saw this banger track at the gas station this year.
Pick up 2 slices of pizza.
I'd now like to take this opportunity to debut my Christian pop persona. Ladies and gentlemen, Empty Reservoir Jones.
Our God is a bussin' yacht he loves, Anheuser-Busch products, and drinks responsibly. Our God is a bussin' yacht.
I see why it's getting so popular. You know the classics.
6, 7, I'm going to heaven, and I never ever feeling for Kevin. I'm not gay, but I guess it's okay. Jesus never said that you can't go slay. 6, 7, I'm going to heaven.
That's maybe the most vulnerable piece of art I've ever put out. At the Times Square New Year's Eve celebration in New York next week, the ball will be a patriotic crystal ball to commemorate the US's 250th birthday. So this year, you don't need to see Anderson and Andy watch the American ball drop. We've been watching America drop the ball for the whole year. Oh, and it's a crystal ball. So crystal is the anniversary gift for 250 years. Huh. This whole year made me think it was Botox to neo-fascists. Also, I know 250 years is a big milestone, but America, your birthday isn't until July. Don't make us start celebrating in January. Hey, Times Square ball drop? There's not too much to celebrate right now. Read the room. Speaking of balls, the Powerball lottery numbers were announced on Christmas Eve. The jackpot winnings are worth 1.7 billion smackaroonies. The winner was someone in Arkansas. But just remember this, Arkansas, Ian. You will no longer be safe from the guillotine. Oh, the Desk Monsters do not like when I joke about cutting off the heads of billionaires. Sorry, this has been another episode of Newsstand. What do you say? No, you do not know the guy in Arkansas who won. You do not know him. What do you say? Hey, that song stuck in my head too. Our God is a bussin' yacht he loves. Joe Rogan endorsed product. Once again, Empty Reservoir Jones.
White, cloud dancer, Pantone's color of the year. White, that's the same color as my Messiah. White, if you don't think so, you're a liar. In your pants they stay on fire. Kevin, I'm going to heaven with you. Oh, Kevin, oh.
Who's Kevin? I don't have feelings for Kevin. Speaking of balls, the Powerball, Jesus, kind of got it in one. That never happens.
6, 7, I'm going to heaven. I never slept with the Kevin.
I don't know. Why is he gay? Empty Reservoir can be gay if he wants. Also, we only declared independence in 1776. We weren't an established nation until we ratified the Constitution in 1789. What do I know?
White. What?
Hey, why is this my persona?